had to turn the microphone on. It's a Blue Yeti, so it's got a red light that either stays on constantly, and that lets me know that it's ready to speak into, or if it's flashing, and then that means that it's on mute. So is it mute or moot? I've heard a lot of people say moot. I always thought it was mute. Mute the TV. Whatever. Anyway, so today let's see if I can screw some stuff up. So, this is a test of the emergency braking system. I'm just going to see if error server access denied. What the hell? What the hell? Please damn kids. This has got to be that NordVPN bullshit. Let's see, am I still recording? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Alright, let's try to go about it this way. Does that make sense? So this is not a... It's gotta be the NordVPN bullshit. Update and restart your computer. Time to update. You know what? We're gonna do without all of that. Later. Is this more NordVPN stuff? So okay. Never mind. Scratch all of that. I was gonna go back through and do a market. Look at the market, whatnot, whatever. Maybe it ain't meant to be. But, however, I do want to touch on a few things. First thing, M&M. Okay. I don't know how to turn on subtitles and all of that yet. I am going to look into that. I went in through YouTube Studio and I'm not seeing how to add subtitles. So, give me a bit. The little bit of stuff that I've looked at, it would, it's basically saying that like YouTube does that and will automatically do subtitles for me, but I don't see how to turn it on. So give me a little bit on that. I'll figure that out next day or two, whatever. Be humble. All right, be humble, dude. I don't. How can I say this? Okay, what I did, you were looking at or observing how I did what I did. Well, mine was really more dumb luck, but I tried to go at it in a systematic approach. So, what I did was, okay, I could not take profit in 2017. Now, to move those coins into another coin that was just falling faster or less fast, I could not judge that. I would say be wary of the ones who tell you that they're an expert. That much I would say. And I don't jump on the bandwagon. Everyone's running into this coin. Okay, now we're running into this coin. I lost a ton of money that way. I would stay with what you know. Stay with the coins that you know. The technical analysis that you've done, the fundamental analysis that you've done into these specific coins. You're in those coins for a reason. Now, if you're in some other coins with a super small percentage, like, say if your normal holding of one particular coin is $5,000, just say, okay, and let's say you have a few like that, but you have one coin that's you only got like $200 in, something like that. Yeah, I have consolidated those, and I got rid of those that only had a little portion in, something like that, because I don't know, unless you want to focus on, like, what I would do is one at a time I would build up to that level. But the way that I went about it was a little different. So, okay, let's say you're looking at your blockfolio, right? And in the bear market is where I believe my money was made. Let me say that again. I believe in the bear market that's where I believe my money was made. I don't believe my money was made in a bull market. The way I did it was, okay, looking at my blockfolio. I don't use blockfolio, by the way. I'm just saying, for instance, that's what everyone knows. But I would look at my portfolio, and whichever one was the furthest down, furthest negative, that's the one that I bought. Then it changed to, like, let's say a coin, one of those coins in your portfolio is down like 20%. That's when I jumped on it. When my dollar cost average, which I stuck with a dollar cost average through the entire bear market. Okay, I don't invest money I need even for next year, so don't do that. Fix your car, put tires on it, whatever you got to do. Do that first and have no debt. So I had no debt. So why do you want to pay 30% to a credit card? Like, for every $100, you got to pay that credit card $30, in addition to the $100 that you borrowed. That's a loan shark. Don't do that. Realize your 30%. Keep that 30%. Don't give that away. It's the first thing I did. Cut expenses. But, okay, so whenever I noticed that a coin would go down the most in percentage-wise, when I was ready to buy for that month, or bi-weekly, however I wanted to do it, to kind of stagger my buys in. Then it became, okay, well, I've done that to a point. I did that to a point to where other coins that I had not taken a drastic dip down, like they did not go negative 20%. However, like in the course of a week, a month, something like that, they didn't make those drastic dips when I was ready to buy those. However, the cash value, the dollar value of that, I would watch as well, just as a measure. So, like, when I saw When I saw Digibyte go down to 0.0035, I said I gotta buy more. That was the last time I bought Digibyte. 0.0035. Now, I had bought Digibyte, let's see, from 2017, there was I want to say Alta report, but it was a crypto report that Cliff High had done, where he mentioned Digibyte, but he also mentioned other things like Veritasium and Ripple. That was before everyone went wild when it's saying it's not Ripple, it's XRP. That's fine, whatever. In the day, it was known as Ripple, whatever. But anyway, the Digibyte was in that report, and that's what got me looking at it. And then I found Jared Tate on YouTube. And I had remembered hearing Jared speak and listening. I'm diving off in the weeds now. But anyway, that's what got me interested in Digibyte, was listening to Jared Tate. Many things are soon to come, and that I don't yet know how to do, but look, I'm for it. And I'm down for running a node. So that sounds cool. But focusing more on how I made money in a bear market, it wasn't that I made money. I'm saying that my money was made in that bear market, but it wasn't realized until now. So as these coins were dipping in price, that was when I was buying. Which is kind of where I'm at now. I mean, I said in a previous video that, okay, from the all-time high, we hit the 0.618. How long has it been since we hit a 0.786? That's all that I'm saying. Those are key numbers to watch in Fibonacci retracements. 786 and a 618 and 786. It's been a few years. Been a few years since we hit a 786. That's all I'm saying. Will it do it? I don't know, but I still have some buy orders sitting out there. Just in case. You know, it's like a flash crash. They had people that were able to pick up on like Binance years ago. They were able to pick up Bitcoin at like $1,200 and Ethereum at like $11. And it's it's like, wow, dude. Wow. Just because the orders were left on the books. So but don't be like me. Okay, during the bear market, I will never do this again. And I'm warning everyone, do not do this. Okay? I went out and I got a personal loan. Now, I knew that I could afford the personal loan before I got it. So the numbers I could afford. My intention was to buy more crypto with that loan and then to just sit on it. And when it made me money, I was going to go back and pay off the loan. That never happened. I ended up paying back that loan on my own. Could it have worked? Yes, it could have worked. It could have. In my case, it did not. And I had to bite the bullet. So don't mortgage your house. Don't sell the kids. don't do any of that. Don't go take a personal loan. You know, end up missing a kidney or something. No, don't do that. All right, so those were the two things that I did, the big things that I did, as far as how my money was made in the bear market. In the bull market, to chase after a coin over hype, I lost so much money that way. I lost a lot doing that. This last coin, this next coin, this next coin. Your favorite YouTuber comes out and starts mentioning coins. What was it? The coin of the day. I never got involved in coin of the day. That was McAfee that did that. Wow. Coin of the day. But no, I didn't get involved in all of that. I stuck with what I knew. So, I did go out and venture out into other cryptos other people were speaking of, and I did a lot of research into them. But it doesn't mean that I bought every single coin that they mentioned. Some I did. Most of them now aren't even Ethereum addresses anymore. So they're just gone. Some are only Ethereum addresses. That's it. Win some, you lose some. I lost a lot during that time. Had I stuck with my original game plan, I would have fared much better. I still won. Now, when to take profit? Okay. Now, this is something a lot of people have touched on. Everything that I've mentioned so far is different for every single person. And what I'm about to say is different for every single person as well. So you have to come to grips with what your numbers are, where you want to take profit. What I intended to do was, okay, at X dollar amount, I would sell 20%. If it then hit another target, I would then sell another 20%. And then, then another 20%. That way, this gives you 5 times that you can sell into a bull market. I learned a lesson the hard way. I bought in a Populous ICO. That was 25 Ethereum. Look at what Populous did. Went to what, $85, $86? I was in at what? Roughly 25, 26 cents? Somewhere in that ballpark? Somewhere in there. I mean, I don't remember. It was stupid. And look, I sold 100% of the position. So that's why after seeing what Populous did, I don't sell 100% of a full position. I'll sell off 20% at a time into a bull market to take profit. That gives you 5 opportunities to sell. So some people will say 10%. Look, whatever number works for you. I did 20. So maybe for you it might be 25. I don't know. Everyone is different. So, but yeah, I don't know. See, right now, I'm waiting on... Okay, so Bitcoin here recently just went up. And that a lot of people don't understand that these larger coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum, when they cough, okay, if Bitcoin coughs, okay, all these altcoins, they just fall out the frickin' bed, okay? They're on life support. So, yeah, the safer bet is Bitcoin. I give you that. But for Bitcoin to 10x, that's another 4-year cycle. In my view. So a lot of what Dub Digital says is true. I've gone back looking at what he said, and that's right. So I agree with Dub on most of this, which is cool. I haven't been around in a little while, but I've been traveling. So anyway, squirrel. But let's see, where was I? Following the leader. Okay, so every time the latest and greatest YouTuber comes out and he makes a call, it may do well. Chances are it won't. And then he's a piece of garbage. And then they move on to the next one. And then the next one. And then the next one. And then the next one. To think that all of these different people are in these closed door meetings is nuts. It's crazy. They don't know any more than you do. I just play with numbers. That's it. Numbers just make sense to me. So I don't listen to the latest and greatest, hottest thing out there that's gonna decentralize and all of those words that bank the unbanked and all of this kind of stuff. Man, I'm just so sick of hearing all of that. Look, if I look into a project and I like what I see, I'm going to do a little more research and then look into the team. If I like the project and I like what their plans are, what they're looking to do, and I like the team, my next question is, okay, is there a working product? I couldn't tell you how many projects I invested in that did not have a working product. It was all fluff. It was all bullshit. Those projects aren't here today. But in the same sentence, that's also why I missed out on Cardano. Because at that time, while they were 2 cents forever, they didn't have a working product. I had money to throw at it. But I stuck to my guns. I stuck to my investment thesis. So without a working product, now, many other projects now do have they do have a working product. These projects have actually done well, but none of their milestones have been hit when they said, which I understand. Many things in this many things have not been built ever before in this. So to lay out a time frame when you expect things to happen is difficult. But anyway, how long have I been ranting? 24 minutes. All right. So basically, I'm holding on to a position, many positions in crypto. My dollar cost average has not stopped. But that dollar cost average has not been going into crypto. It's just been going into US dollars. On the sidelines, in the exchange, ready to pounce. I have some buy orders already preset. So I set at what dollar amount that I wanted to buy. So now in my portfolio now, what am I looking at? Really populous. PPT. This was, excuse me, this joker jumped up like crazy before, but I don't know. See, I'm more interested in projects that more than earn a dividend. Okay, I'm looking at more than just staking and whatnot. So I'm looking at residual income. So that's why I'm not a fan of certain other things where I send my coins and y'all hold them and then y'all pay me interest. Okay, isn't that what a bond? How is a bond created? How is debt created? So I have many questions there. It's like if I put 10 Bitcoin with Celsius, I'm just throwing that name out there. I don't know anyone there. I'm just saying, what are y'all? What happens with my 10 Bitcoin? How are y'all then giving me a return on that? How is that interest created? How is that debt created? I mean, is this a lending platform? Because I take a little issue with lending platforms as well. On a few different reasons. One is compliance. Two is coinalysis. Where are these funds coming from and going to? So those are different things that I want to look at the blockchain and find out where are those funds actually going and coming from. A few issues I have with a few other companies like that. So I take issue with a third party. I really do. Because they can just close the doors and you're screwed. Who was it? Quadriga in Canada. But that wasn't a lending platform. That was just an exchange. So, similar issue though. And then with these lending platforms, say Salt, whatever. They may have a working product. They may. But what happens when the market turns the other way? When people default? What happens in that instance? Who's left holding the bag? So, to pay me interest on my holdings, how is that created on a blockchain? That's where I have an issue with that. Now look, staking, I understand staking as far as payouts and whatnot. However, that's still from within my own wallet. Whether that's my Theta or T-Fuel or, Cardano or Tezos, it's all done within my same wallet. So I still hold my coins. My issue is sending my coins to someplace of a third party. I just can't do that. Also, I forget, I can't see it, but Cliff High's data also, he had warned about this before BitConnect. So I want to say it was 2016 reports of Cliff High, where he had warned of lending platforms. Lending platforms and third-party platforms of crypto, so that they will suddenly just go out of business left, right, and center. And I still agree with that. Just reflecting back, I would say that would be like the Roaring Twenties report, or it was somewhere around there. I see the little George Jetson spaceship in my head. So it's somewhere around in those reports where he was referring to that. And that is correct. So how do you create more Bitcoin? You cannot. There will only be 21 million. So how are you creating more Bitcoin for me holding it there? Like I said, is that just interest on a loan? What happens when those people default? I just take issue with all of that. I go at crypto in a different manner. I go at crypto as a long-term investment vehicle which will transfer my wealth from this system into the next. Just like gold and silver will. However, crypto is actually solving the problem, whereas gold and silver is more the head in the sand approach. I would rather, I hold gold and silver, but I would rather go at the problem and try to solve it. Let's try to solve the problem of fractional reserve. So that's why I crypto. But it's an investment vehicle to take you from this system into the next. It is the next system, just how credit cards took over cash and gold and silver in circulation and checks. So it's just the next system that has evolved and will rewrite history on a few fronts. Whereas, like the SWIFT system was started how long ago? And it takes how long to move funds? Not anymore. Not in this day and age. And this is more of a global web. So things are instant, roughly. Under a minute. So, and the entire globe will be connected. So it is the next system. It is finance, legal, everything. Rewritten, redone. So, and the internet reinvented, but all in one system. So basically the internet reinvented as well. So that's where I'll hold my chips. But anyway, I could probably go on that for a little while. But where am I at? 34 minutes. Alright, so I'm going to have to re-listen to all of this and try to pick different things, because I just kind of came at this like shooting from the hip. So I did not come at this with anything written down for me to follow or speak on, to try to stay more concise and to the point. I just came out here and started sipping my coffee. But no, those are different things that I've done to sort of have a game plan. So plan your trade and trade your plan. Anyway,